how's your last 60 going? I know mine is flying by and it's a really different format with just one video a week. So I wanted to check in with you and would love to get your feedback on how it's going. And I hope that the one video a week has been interesting and thought provoking for you, and that you've really seen some connection between really making these last 60 your best 60 by taking some time to pause, and whether it's adding something new in terms of content or learning, or reviewing some of the exercises that we've been doing has been a look back. And this week, this video is going to be pretty short because what I want to share with you in the email is going to be some links, because I'd love for you to pause and know thyself. So when I say know thyself, there's a lot of different tools to do for that, and that's what the links are for. But I'll just give you an example. So I this week actually had an Ayurvedic consultation, and I always learn a lot about myself through consultations, because it's not so much, well, first of all, they're very specific to ourselves, to each person, very, very specific to each person. So the consultant will take my pulse and look at my tongue and, ask me a lot of questions. And the way that my dosha is what they call, like, kind of my type, shows up can be different depending on the day, the time of the year, what's going on in my life, and just how is my constitution reacting with what's going on in life. And before I had a consultation with an Ayurvedic professional, and I was just using the books to learn about myself, I score as a Kapha Pitta, which is true. And the thing is, when you look at the books and it says Kapha, there's like words like lethargic and slow moving and oily, things that I just didn't really find very complimentary, or and they were just things that didn't really make sense, because I'm not really lethargic, if anyone knows me. And the thing, I'm also balanced with Pitta, which seems like an opposite. But the way that I got some information and insight into that was that the consultant actually said, so you have a lot of stamina, which is the kapha, and the slow moving, like what a book might describe as slow moving. But that for me, so when I commit to something, I am very committed to seeing it through. And that's kind of the thing about kapha energy. And I didn't know that until I had a consultation, which is really interesting. It's really a great experience. But whether it's an Ayurvedic consultation, or I'm going to give you some links to the Enneagram, to the Meyers-Briggs, to Colby, which is actually used in human resources, the Strengths Finder, like all of my favorite tools for self-knowledge, I'm going to share links with you, because I want you to spend some time this week just knowing yourself, get to know yourself better, and understand your personality, understand different parts of you. And when you do that and apply it to who you are and what you're up to in life, I think that all of us will get some insight. Either what kind of skills do we want to build more on, or what are some strengths of ours that can really amplify some of the things, that the areas that we want to either build or grow or create some change in. And so we're really getting into how to make some very specific changes, but knowing yourself can make a big difference on either what areas to really focus on for change and growth, or to even just know something about yourself and how it makes a difference in how you're living your life. So we're headed into the last weeks of December, and if you are still catching up on some of the past weeks, take some time to do it now and just choose one of the links, or like research some of the links that I'm sharing with you, and just choose one tool to really explore and learn more about yourself. It's some of the best work that you can do is really investing time and awareness into yourself. And it's also a great way to not only understand yourself, but to understand other people in relationship to you. So kind of like the love language, as you become more fluent in your love language and other people's languages, really understanding about you and your, like how you approach the world, what your strengths are, what your what you're not, is even a really great way to get to know yourself. So have a great week. Please, please, please email me any feedback. It really helps me to add to this so that it's really helpful to you. Thanks.